Oh, I don't think we should talk about this.
Come on, why not?
People might misunderstand.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
People at home or in the crowd, it keeps coming up anyhow. Don't decoy, avoid, or make void the topic, cause that ain't gonna stop it. Now just talk about it.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that
I don't think we should talk about this.
Come on, why not?
People might misunderstand.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
People at home or in the crowd, it keeps coming up anyhow. Don't decoy, avoid, or make void the topic, cause that ain't gonna stop it. Now just talk about it.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that...
Hey everybody, it's Kathy P. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful day down here in Florida. Of course, I'm out sitting by the pool. I love sitting out here doing my videos. But, you know, this is a fair use commentary channel. And it is just my opinions. And it is covered under fair use, section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. You know, it's a lot to read. It says you can use these for entertainment, for education, but you know, whatever you want. It's all fair use though. We know how to like to strike channels. But I've been working on several videos and I just should have had them already up, but I just took a break from it because it just gets monotonous. But I'm going to keep doing it and keep calling them out in their misinformation. This is Charlotte, of course, no other, passing around Molly's narrative. You know, the narrative they've ran with in the Vaughn and Dre whole mess they've created because it wasn't a story. There wasn't a crime. This was a personal family tragedy that they've exploited to the hills and back. And I do have a question, Charlotte, for you to ask. Where's the money? Where's the money? But this is her reviewing Dre's second Facebook Live. It's a long video, so I'm doing it in 2 parts, and then I'm going to do the KJ part in 2 parts too, because it's just too long, too much to deal with Charlotte at one time. She pretty much checks out of the commentary because it sounds like she's cleaning her kitchen or something. Don't know why you do that in the middle of a live, but anyway. And really, what can she say? Facts are being stated, and she can't dispute the facts. But she's going to pick out the most ridiculous stuff to comment on. And of course, her chat is mostly Caters. So they're arguing with each other about Katie. Instead of, you know, the content being shown by Charlotte, who's really not participating either, except here and there. You'll see. But let's just get into it because it's a ton of misinformation. It really is.
Live stream. Thank you, Ginger. I feel terrible, but thank you.
Okay, Charlotte.
10 and 11. Yes, it's in the Bible. You know, I didn't put it there.
And those are Charlotte's sounds, not mine. They're from her video and live. And my new computer will be here soon. Hopefully I'm going to get better at editing that stuff out because I'll have a better thing to use. But yeah, hopefully it's going to make a difference and changes for my channel.
I truly believe that the Bible is inspired by God. That's my beliefs.
You know, at least better quality of the content I'm putting out. You know, editing the mic. I ordered a new mic.
The Bible is inspired by God. So if we want to know God's thoughts and how God feels about things, then we read the Bible. You know, that's important. So
now the reason why I'm starting towards the end is because she's gonna start bashing Vaughn's family.
What? When does Dre bash Vaughn's family? Have we watched the same Facebook Live, Charlotte? Because I don't think you've clearly watched it and paid attention to what was said. I really don't. Because there wasn't no bashing going on. Facts were being told. It's Dre's story. She's living it. And she's telling her truth. But no bashing. No bashing.
Anyways. Thank
Dre,
you,
you look
Julie.
amazing.
Hold on, let me plug us in because the last thing
you
I
look
need
really
is
good,
for this.
Dre.
And I need to do this. His mother, you can never own that place. I would never want his great-grandmother's place. I would never want that.
See, there she goes. Like,
and they're talking about, look, they're talking about Katie. This person here, I started watching her and was actually subbed to her when she first came on YouTube. She has not taken down any cults. She might talk about them, but she hasn't taken down nothing. Who cares? She's streaming Dre content, and you all are in the chat arguing over Katie. Wow.
Can y'all hear that okay?
Yeah, Charlotte. Unfortunately.
His mother is his mother, but you can never own that. And she automatically, you know, I would never want his great-grandmother's place.
Because that's who his mother was. That's
his
who raised him.
When you get married...
Charlotte, did you hear what I said there? That is the woman who raised him. You know, the great-grandparents that adopted him when he was like a year or so old, just a tiny toddler, and who raised him, his real parents, you know, the people y'all don't talk about because it doesn't fit your narrative. You never mention her, by the way. That's his mother. That's who raised him. That's who adopted him. Vaughn stated how he's felt about the whole situation. Go, again, to their Facebook and watch the videos instead of the heavily edited clips you pass around. Because we already know the clip channel you're always pushing, that so I see what you can or whatever it is. I've seen enough to not go back there. I watched one or two of their clips on the McCrae's, and it was so badly done. It was just putting out misinformation. So, yeah. Are you kidding me? That's his mother. And she's saying... Letitia was his biological mother. Unfortunately, they had no relationship. Vaughn was adopted, remember? By her. You know, the mother you don't talk about.
Your wife and children come before anyone. The Bible even says you will leave your mother and father and cling to your wife. They can never take her place. You have it backwards. Exactly. Exactly. And my husband, he had to read that to his mom one time.
She never tried to replace his mother in his life. Dre has a very good relationship with Marvon's mother. You know, the adopted mother, the one that raised him. You know, that one. The one they don't talk about.
He did. It's crazy. And another thing that's shocking is, and I could get this wrong, so don't quote me, but I believe I was told that she never met Raza.
Okay, I didn't edit any of their words out here. All I did is there was an ad, and I wanted to take the ad out. That's all I took out. The video's still up on Charlotte's channel. That's all I did. I didn't edit any words here. I'm not good at it. I'm just learning. But what Dre's saying blows my mind. And it should blow everybody else's because I 100% believe her. Listen.
That is another thing. Like, that's hurtful, dude. Yeah, you did. We were in your house.
Letitia lied and said she's never even met Raza. And here's Dre busting her out on the misinformation she's been putting out there for months.
You held him, you picked him up. Like, that's crazy. Maybe this is why whenever we would go visit Georgia, he wouldn't want to tell his family he was there, except his great-grandma.
Why continue? Like, if Dre wants all of this heat off of her and wants everybody to stop blaming her, you know, why does she continue to bash his family?
How is she bashing his family, Charlotte? Please tell me how she's bashing them. I don't see how she is. She's telling her truth, her story. She's answering you people with all your lies and misinformation. She's not bashing them. The facts are the facts. Marvon himself, many times in videos, while live streaming, said how he felt about the whole situation. He did not reach out to his biological family. There was no relationship there. And when he tried to have one with Letitia, go listen to what he went through. Go listen to his experience, because that's the facts, not the stuff you people have spun around, in my opinion.
Embryo, yes. Dre and Vaughn have a little boy.
Okay, wait a minute. Where's your chat been? Why are you keeping him in this narrative bubble? They don't even know the kids? Come on, now this story's been going on for how long now y'all been spinning this crap? Let them out that bubble so they can get some real facts. Just my opinion, you know.
Raza.
Come on, I mean...
And then Dre also has 2 daughters that she had before she got with Vaughn.
That's the most you're going to get out of her, unless it's something ridiculous.
Without me.
Which most of what she says is.
He was there.
Oh, turkeys are out. Oh, and I don't have no food out. The turkeys are out.
He didn't tell his biological parents he was there. He didn't want them to know. When someone operates that way in life, where they're purposely trying to avoid people, like they live states all the way across the country, and my husband is still intentionally not wanting to make contact with his family, then I'm going to take that serious. Like,
exactly.
Okay, that's how he feels.
And that's how Vaughn has felt. And he said it many times in his own videos, on his own Facebook Lives. Go watch it. Don't, you know, I mean, it's out there. Just, you know.
Although he had spoken to them recently, things felt different after. As time went on, and he's not getting phone calls, he's not getting texts, that's going to make him feel some type of way. That's hurtful.
Michael, that's an excellent point. Maybe he did visit his family and kept it from her.
You know? It's sad.
I can't turn this up any further,
really
y'all.
And people still trying to force these people in his life that have done so much damage. Why would you want to hurt him that way? Because that's what's happening. It might satisfy you. It might give you what you feel needs to happen. But when people are toxic, and maybe they're not bad people, just because someone is toxic with you, to me, I still feel like they could still be a good person. You know, they could.
You won't.
Okay. How's this chat of hers? This one here. She posts some off the wall stuff. How is he going to visit his family if she trapped him and refused him money? How doesn't she see her own lack of self-awareness is beyond me? What? He wasn't trapped. As a matter of fact, I've tried to tell people this in many of my videos. For some reason, people thought it was only a couple days. But I watched Vaughn and Dre's videos on Facebook, their lives. And Vaughn actually did go to Georgia for 2 weeks. And he stayed in a hotel. And he said he even got to take a couple walks on the beach. But he did not, in his own words, he said he did not reach out to his biological mother or his biological father. He spent the time with, you know, his great-grandmother, the woman who adopted him. You know, the one who raised him, the one they don't talk about. Yeah. And then he chose to go back to Dre and the children. So what? They had some problems in 2019. Who doesn't have problems in a marriage? It's up and down. He chose to go home to be with his wife and family. He chose not to have any contact with the biological family, not Dre. He did. He wasn't trapped. They've spun this crap, and it's not true. It's just not true. And it's been out there for months and months and months.
Give him a chance, Dre. You really won't. How's he going to visit his family if she trapped him and refused him money? Exactly. What? Exactly.
Charlotte, that is the only little stupid, ridiculous things you're picking out of everything she's saying. And it's not true. He wasn't trapped. It wasn't up to Dre to give them a chance. It was up to Marvon. And when Marvon did, Letitia never followed through reaching back. But yet she got on here claiming, oh, I messaged and called and never got a response. And called and called. That's not true, Letitia, and you know it. Marvon has said himself that you would not ever answer, you did not answer him back. So stop with the crap, Charlotte. listen to what's being said, because, see, you can't comment on that because it's facts that Dre's speaking. All you can do is pick out this ridiculous little stuff. Oh, my God.
She doesn't want to address that, though.
Address what? She didn't do anything.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Again, what did she do?
No family's perfect. None.
Sure isn't.
I forgot what I was saying. Hold on.
There's literal videos of her admitting this so casually, as Arya says.
I love the cowboy hat. Thank you so much. I think I need to hurry and read the name when someone says it.
Now, Dre also claims that she has DMs from Vaughn's family that she's going to release. She also claimed that no attorneys were involved when she let Vaughn's mother visit him.
There was no attorney involved. Dre has said that herself. It's been out there for months and months from the beginning. There was never no attorney involved in Letitia seeing Marvaughn or the Jacksons. Under Arizona law, Dre can't prevent it. They've already had seen Marvaughn when Letitia was still saying, I need a lawyer for visitation and all this other crap. They collected all this money but never retained an attorney. And Dre herself has said that. And you guys just don't want to see it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear the facts, the truth.
Is it true? I don't know. That's just what she claimed.
Total baller. This is Nick's Line Loud. So I would hardly wear lip liner, but recently I started to, and oh my goodness, game changer. Game changer. Thank you for that. And they take the people they haven't been there for him for things. Exactly.
Exactly.
It's like you guys are listening to people that my husband literally...
No, they did not purchase the travel trailer so they could go visit his family. You really have the facts twisted. Okay. Let's go back to Dre's own Facebook Lives. With Marvaughn, when they were talking about a camper. Okay, okay, and this is another boom drop mic moment I busted on Molly. Thinking she had some dirt on Dre because Dre wanted, what Molly said, to Grandma's house. But no, that's not the facts, Molly. Because Grandma, great-grandma, you know, Vaughn's mother, the one who adopted him, the one who raised him, you know, her they don't talk about. Her house was being sold or was already sold. It was all in the process, whatever. Because she was in a nursing home. And there was stuff in the house she wanted to give to Marvaughn. So Dre had asked her mother if they could use her camper, because she had a big one, to go to Georgia and get the stuff. And Dre's mom said no. So they had looked into renting one, and it was crazy. And they like to travel. They like to, travel as a family. And they wanted to spend time in Georgia around his grandmother because his grandfather had recently passed, his dad, the adopted one they don't tell you about. And, great-grandma, his mom's getting up there in age, and, she's in a nursing home, and they wanted to spend time with her and do things as a family. They wanted to go do stuff. But that is where the camper thing actually came from. Because they went ahead and bought one. They had planned on going to Georgia because they were emptying out Vaughn's adopted mother, his great-grandmother's home. And there was stuff she wanted to give to Marvaughn and Dre, and they wanted to bring it back. Okay, that was a big part of it. So they're not telling... Oh, I said it in so many videos. It wasn't about getting... Oh, these people in her chat. It's the same couple people. I swear they're in that narrative bubble they can't get out of.
And talk about. That says a lot. Like, if he's not... Like,
but it says Vaughn purchased a travel trailer to go visit his family. He also seemed happy while planning the trip. Yeah, there was one phone call. One. There was never no response after that. Vaughn even said so. Y'all, go listen to the reasons for the camper. I'm sure they would have reconnected with the biological family. Well, I can't even say I'm sure. They may have. I don't know. But I know that what they talked about. I watched their own videos, not these heavily edited clips.
There were many times where he felt comfortable of saying things that I thought he would never want out. And there would be times where I'm like, baby, are you sure? Because I'm like, he's not normally like this, but he wants to let out. I don't want to stop him because my husband didn't have a lot of people he was close to in his life. And
this is just my opinion again. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but in my opinion, she would not allow him to be close to them.
Okay, how did she prevent it, Charlotte? Show me something. It had nothing to do with Dre. It was Marvon's own feelings, his own thinking, and his own experiences with Letitia Bias. His own reasoning. Wasn't Dre's. Go watch it, Charlotte. Again, I'm telling you, please do a little research because, girl, it's just too late in the game for this.
If he felt that safe to open it, then that's okay, baby. I just want to make sure he's okay with it so that that's something that he, he can't go back from. Once you put it out, it's out, So it's just crazy because when he would mention certain things, it was not in a positive light. And I want nothing more than Vaughn to have the people that are in his life to love them the way he deserves to be loved. But if they don't do that, it is my job and obligation to protect him.
She's
and to make sure that their animosity, negativity, whatever, it doesn't go past. I even tried to offer, his stepmom a chance after all that she'd done. I said, dude, the fact that you keep going to social media, and I said it in a much more tactful way. It was like this was the last straw. Like, I'm letting you know what is preventing you to continue to visit. And this is what I need from you. I need you to not take our conversations to social media. And what did she do? She took it to social media.
I'm sure she felt like she didn't have any other options. I very seriously doubt that she sat back and thought, oh my gosh, it's the opportune time to put this on social media, put my past out, for people to look at my past, all that. She didn't care.
What?
She didn't care.
Okay, first off, she's talking about Wynette, not Letitia, Charlotte. And that's not what Letitia did. Go check Facebook. Go watch the real stuff. Dre's being honest. They, on the other hand, have never been.
About the repercussions, right? She just wanted to be allowed to visit her son.
But, Charlotte, she was allowed. She was allowed to visit her son. And then she continued this ruse and doubled down with this crap about an attorney and stuff for the donos. Because it became all about the money, not Marwan. Dre's right. Letitia did misinform on social media from the get-go and continued, even after seeing Marwan. She co-signed all this hate and harassment and attacks on Dre and her family. She encouraged it. She threatened donos for requesting refunds because they felt like they'd been scammed or misled, which they were, very much so. You're stupid, Charlotte, in my opinion. You're sounding, I don't mean you're stupid in the sense you're stupid. I didn't mean it that way. You're sounding stupid. The facts are out there. You just don't care to see them. Because then you wouldn't have content.
Be a part of her son's life, however long he had left.
Vaughn's dad never called me throughout the duration of this. I've never gotten a phone call from him, not once.
I don't know if I believe that.
Hoax
I do.
That there was some type of interview. I don't know if there, I don't remember if...
Charlotte, I do. Because it's been on Molly's lives. Dre reached out to them. They never responded. Then Wynette, the stepmother who she was talking about, and you keep saying she was talking about Letitia. Letitia did this all to herself. She's no victim here. The stepmother did not respond back to Dre until on one of Molly's lives. Of course, it had to be on social media on one of Molly's lives that she finally responded back. They didn't reach out to her. Mr. Jackson did not reach out to her. The stepmother did, finally. And only because Molly encouraged it on Molly's live. You need to get the facts, Charlotte, because you clearly don't have them. And you should be paying attention to this live in your chat instead of cleaning your kitchen up. Sorry, just my opinion. And then this person here, she's definitely going to get the internet stirred up again. Just give us an update on Vaughn and shut up. Well, you need to shut up. It's Dre's prerogative. It's her life. It's her story. She's not stirring up anything. She didn't cause all this. She didn't outright lie and cause all this misinformation. You guys did. The truth's been out there. You just refuse to see it. And all she's doing is confirming that the truth has been out there. And again, she's allowed. It's her story. Of her life.
He said he called me or not, but I know when the stepmom said that she had called me like 10 times or something like that. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
I
called me
that.
10 times. But
I believe
the
that.
only time that she had called me was when that rumor came out. How long between that rumor was it? Months? Why didn't you send a text message once? Why didn't Vaughn's biological mother, biological father, and stepmom, why didn't any of them ask me how he's doing when they have my phone number?
Exactly.
See, like, I call BS on that.
I don't.
I'm having a hard time believing that Vaughn's family never called her to check on Vaughn. And I truly do believe that Dre knows by coming... Look, she's allowed to come back to social media all day long. Every day.
Charlotte, it's out there. Go watch it. Your comment, Wynette admitted on Molly Golightly's stream that Dre had called her, but she didn't return her call until 3 months later on Molly Golightly's live stream. Charlotte, you're not even paying attention. You're just trying to pick out stuff to try to get the drama, to get the views. She's telling the truth. They didn't reach out. Marvon even said before how Letitia wouldn't respond back. So, come on. Stop. The stupidity abounds.
If she wants to. But by her coming back to social media and automatically digging all this up again, she knows it's going to stir up a lot of people one way or the other. Okay. Which is going to get her views.
She don't need it for the views, Charlotte, because Dre didn't do this crap on her Facebook live shows. She did makeup and cooking and stuff like that. She's very popular and gets tons and tons of views, far more than you'll ever see. This is her life. It's her story. She has every right to tell it. And after what's been done to her, she even has more right. So I'm just hoping that Dre does sue Molly. Because she did say, you know, having an attorney is personal and it's not something you discuss. And Dre's a very smart woman. And I do believe she doesn't mention Molly's name or any of her names. And I don't believe she will. An attorney would tell her not to talk about that anyway. But she just won't. And, you know, she stated there was no lawyer in none of this for the visiting parts. But she does have a case against Molly. Especially Molly. Probably Justin, too. Probably a couple of you. LB. A couple of you. And she don't have to touch the money. She's lost income because of these idiots. She's lost a lot. Not to mention the harassment, the threatening, the danger that they put her kids in. She would win a monetary damage. And she has a pretty good case. That money could be put into a trust for Marwan's medical care to help pay for his medical care. Dre, you never have to touch it. And unfortunately, it sucks that this fell on you with everything you're dealing with. But it has. And the only way Molly and them's going to stop is if you stop them legally. And you can. You can. You really can. And it sucks that it's laid on your shoulders, too. But the only way to stop her is the legal route. And I know it's a lot to put on your shoulders, but you actually could be preventing her next victim from this happening to anyone else. It's not fair that it's on your shoulders to do, but it is what it is. And honestly, you deserve that money. You and Marwan, justice for the McRaes. You deserve that money after what's been done to you. And it could really help with Marwan's medical care. Think of it like that. Just saying.
It's also like...
Just my opinion.
Fan the flames again.
It's her life. It's not fanning anything. It's her life. It's her truth. It's her story.
Why did they only contact me when social media was involved?
Exactly.
No, I don't have a lawyer. And
there we go again.
When that rumor came out, I'm just like, having a lawyer is like private. Whoever made up that rumor, like, how could people easily believe that?
Marla, you should pay attention to what she said, you and Justin, and all you, really. It's private. She's not going to tell you if she does or not. And in your case, Marla, she could come for you. And like I just stated, she shouldn't put the money in a trust for Marwan's medical care. But she never had a lawyer. All she is confirming the truth that's been out there all along for months. There was no lawyer that contacted her. It was all lies. All lies.
Like,
where's the money?
And it was ran with. And I'm like,
she's telling the truth.
You don't even ask where they got that information? Where did you hear she has a lawyer? No. You know? It's like, and then even someone had, you know, I asked CPS, because CPS investigated my family, and they were like, I had said, you know, people are saying online that there's been like 3,000 calls or some like super high number. And they're like, that's not even possible for us to track. So I don't know where they got that number, but it wasn't from us. That's what she said. The CPS investigator.
Katie said that, didn't she? Didn't Katie Joy bring up something about there being like 3,000 or some oddly high number of calls to CPS? Because I could have swore she did. I don't think that has anything to do with Vaughn's mother.
Yes, it does. And Vaughn's biological mother, not the woman who adopted and raised him, the real mother you don't talk about. Yes, it does. Her saying that she was getting custody of Raza and over Vaughn and all this stuff. Yep, fed into it. Yep, KJ said something to that effect in the beginning. But her sources of information was the crazy Facebook group of Molly. Katie's owned her shit about this. She's actually admitted she was wrong and apologized a couple times. In fact, just put out a real nice statement about it. But really, that came from Molly in the Facebook groups, if you want to know the truth. But, okay, we're running with hate. But I'm going to stop this here because it's going to be too long of a video, and I'm going to upload the second part right after the first part. But, thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you think in the comments, because there's a lot of lies being told here, a lot of misinformation, and it's going to get worse. And Charlotte is checked out. She's cleaning her kitchen. Because really, what can she say? Dre's stating facts of what really happened. Charlotte can't dispute that. So she's picking out the most ridiculous stuff. And it does get worse. But, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate all my subs. I'm trying to get up there. I want to reach 1,000. I know it's a lot, but I think I can get there. Thanks for hanging with me. And we'll see you again soon for part 2.